And we have the stars back here, galactic,
Space.
because...
The final frontier.
Exactly. Here we are. We're on our spaceship, but...
We should have worn our Star Trek shirts.
I know. Really, that's true. We do have Star Trek shirts.
We are so Big Bang Theory.
I know. We are. But, you know, on Halloween, I wore that outfit, my Star Trek outfit, and you know what? Not one patient noticed. Nobody noticed that I had an outfit on. I mean, that is really embarrassing, because they really kind of think I'm that galactic, I guess. You know.
Well,
and even my best friend I went to lunch with said, "Oh, did you girls make your shirts? They're kind of cute." I'm like, no, they're Star Trek shirts.
Obviously not a Trekkie.
Exactly. So going back with Max, when he actually comes to these different places where Joanne actually takes them to go sit, what she has been doing for the last 25 or 30 years, there's an ancient matrix of energy of light that's around the planet. It's like a checkerboard of light. Those light grids actually got damaged thousands of years ago, along with the pyramids and the Mayan pyramids, the Egyptian pyramids, the Ukrainian pyramids. But what has happened now, as she takes Max, this ancient crystal skull, it's one of the I think it's the 13th master crystal skull, it actually activates these grids, it repairs it, and from that, it's like this field of information called the Galactic Library. It's almost like the Alexandrian Library. It helps us in our dream time get downloaded with information about ourselves, of who we are, and that way we can become free beings of light to do the things that we love to do. And so by each time she takes them to these different places, these little grids get repaired, the holes get repaired like acupuncture points, vortexes of energy get emitted, and from that, it just creates this online occurrence. The pyramids now are online. The Ukraine, the Russian pyramids, the Mayan pyramids are all online right now. So that's why time is beginning to seem a little bit faster, and why we just feel like there's something coming. We can't quite figure what that is. It is about this new energy here on the planet, this new galactic energy. We're no longer going from polarity consciousness, or good or bad and evil, black and white polarity. We're going to unity consciousness and knowing that we're all one in the universe and not having judgment. So from that, I just want to say too that somebody brought up in the audience that Max was actually, that tribe was a Mayan tribe near Guatemala, and so it was just interesting why it was near the Mayan pyramids. So that just takes me to a story too. When I did meet Max, he did tell me, he says, "Hello, my friend. I've known you from the past, and you've done this before. You've actually brought people to me as a host for people to come and get the information that they need, or remember who they are, or to go on to their spiritual path, or that, you know, what they call that spiritual quest." And so I was just really overwhelmed when he said that, and at the time I just really didn't want to believe it, because sometimes you just think your imagination goes crazy. But when I met Judith Moore, she wrote a book on crop circles. She lives in New Mexico. I went to go visit her, and when I walked through her front door with my Native American flute, she looked at me and she said, "Oh my goodness, I think you're a reincarnated Mayan Time Lord that got reincarnated. Come back in this time. You are the 9th Mayan Time Lord that holds the gate, the east gate of the Omega." And I was thinking, wow, that sounds kind of crazy to me. And she says, no, she goes, "I was foretold by the elders here, by the Native Americans, that 13 Mayan Time Lords would be coming to my home. My home, since right next to in Chimayo, right next to this sacred church that had these ancient springs that was the same as the Lords of France, very healing waters. A few years ago, the waters kind of dried up and there's just a little sand in the well now. But she goes, those waters got shifted onto my property, and there's an ancient well and spring that goes there, and you are there to go and do ceremony, to drink from the waters, and then I'm going to send you out into the canyons there to go and get a gift." And so I did. I did ceremony with her there and one of the lodges, and from there I went to go drink from the springs, and after that I went into the canyons, and I won't share what personally happened there, but it was very fantastic in a way. And from that also continue my journey with Max, to continue to bring people together with Max and have Joanne come and visit us, which we feel very, very fortunate to have. So I hope you can join us, and I think I have only about 20 tickets left, and if you want to come and have the lecture, I can be reached at Salo, S as in Sarah, ALO, the number 2, at Comcast.net, or check out my website, Salo Sounds, that's S as in Sarah, ALOSOUNDS.com. Or, I also have my phone number on there to give me a call, and hopefully we'll get you a ticket. It's cash only, first come, first serve. You have to come to my office to get it. And so I want to also give Barb some time to talk about some things that we also found in the newspaper, because we love having fun and reading things from the paper. So I'm going to turn that over to Barb.
And, but also it's really kind of cool because Joanne, when you first told me about Joanne, of course you think about Joanne Parks, who owns the Crystal Skull, and you think she's some kind of new age mama, and you meet her and she's a Texas grandmother who will tell you exactly what she thinks. She shoots from the hip, and she is great, and
we have a lot of fun. She comes and stays with us, and even when we go to IHOP, we do bring Max with us. It's fun.
Except he eats those endless pancakes and he belches all the way home.
I know, it's terrible. Yeah, I know. It's very uncomfortable in the car. Yes, for sure.
So, Peter was talking about the words. He was defining liberal and conservative. Well, we're talking about how last year went so fast, and so I got this from the Fresno Bee on the last day of the year of 2011, 12/31/2011, and it was just the list of banned words that certain people don't want to hear anymore. So we'll see if any of you want to hear them more. So, but baby bump leads the list of banned words.
Yes.
I could live without that one. I'm not charged on it either way. But before passing comment on someone's baby bump, take a pregnant pause. Likewise, give up promoting shared sacrifice. And if you're tempted to proclaim your desire to win the future, you've lost it here in the present. Michigan's Lake Superior State University is featuring those phrases on its annual list of words banished from the Queen's English for misuse, overuse, and general uselessness. The 2012 list, released on Friday, which was back then, was compiled by the university nominations submitted from across the globe. What else do the syntactical Scrooges want to cast out with the good cheer in the new year? The list also includes occupy. Yeah, I could probably live without that one too. I'm getting a little over. And ginormous, man cave, and the new normal. All in all, a dozen words or phrases made the 37th end of the year list, and the list started as a publicity ploy by the school's public relations department on New Year's Day of 1976. And has since generated tens and thousands of nominations. Amazing received more than 1,500 nominations, the most of any on this year's list. That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go occupy my man cave.
That's ginormous.
Yeah.
That's really ginormous of you.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things we kind of talk about.
I know, we do that at the breakfast table.
Yeah.
We read the paper and just can't believe some of the things we read.
Of course, I know. And some of the stuff I like to read are especially the stupid criminal.
Oh, I know. We'll have to bring that on sometime. That's fun.
Yeah, well.
And what else you got there?
This one. Well, this almost falls under stupid criminal. It's about a lawmaker here in the California state. Lawmaker gets a deal in her shoplifting case, and that was from January 7th in the Fresno Bee, January 7th of this month. Okay, a California legislator pleaded no contest Friday to charges she tried to shoplift $2,500 in clothes from Neiman Marcus. As part of the plea deal, a San Francisco Superior Court judge reduced the charges against Assembly member Mary Hayashi, a Democrat from Hayward, from felony grand theft to a misdemeanor. She was sentenced to 3 years probation and $180 in fines, and was required to stay at least 50 feet away from the Union Square store. Hayashi's attorney, Douglas Rappaport, told reporters that the lawmaker is taking medication for a benign brain tumor and that the ailment may have been responsible for her behavior.
And she's representing us,
She is representing us. She's a lawmaker here for our state of California.
All right.
Yeah.
I love it.
Gives you, just kind of get, so.
Yeah. Okay. I just love stuff like that.
We can't be responsible for what we say. It's a gas bubble that I had from an onion at lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love it and everything.
It's human behavior. You've got to laugh at it.
I love it. So, speaking of human behavior and having fun, and we like to do this during our show, is playing some music, because Barb has a great voice, and I'm going to ask her to bring out her guitar. And
it just happens to be right here.
And I'm sitting on, I don't like to move because they have to have lights over there. And maybe you could put that little, did I give you flowers?
Yes.
Oh, you gave her flowers.
Well, we're going to give Barb some flowers as a background.
Aw.
And so, if you know I have, here's my cajon. I sit on it, so that way I'm the same height as Barb. But also, it's my musical instrument, so in case you hear me playing it, you know what it's about. Oh, there! I thought the flowers in the sky would be great for Barb.
That's
Isn't that
nice.
Yes. That's right.
And this is a song that we sang. Yay! Makes you kind of want to sing Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Yeah, I know. Or if I had a hammer, we talked about that.
Yeah.
We played at Audie's
last Friday night.
And
Roger Perry released a CD. If you haven't gotten a copy of it, check him out.
It's a great CD. Roger Perry, he produced our CD. And when we always get up on stage, people get a little bored because we look really nerdy.
Yeah, you think we're going to be singing, "How many roads must a man walk down?" Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what they were expecting. But instead, we played this.
We played this. This was our first song. Soon and very soon, we are gonna see the King. Soon and very soon, we are gonna see the King. Soon and very soon, we are gonna see the King. Hallelujah, hallelujah, we are gonna see the King. We are gonna see the King.